Leslie Simpson here. I am your local realtor in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Last week, I made a video about things to think about when you are building a custom home in North Idaho. I'll link that right here. And this week, I'm going to talk about a few common problems that come up when purchasing a new construction home from a builder in a community. This video is entirely anecdotal, and I'll be sharing some of my experiences over the past decade. Thanks for watching. I make a new video about life and real estate here in North Idaho every week. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a video. If you like my content, give me a thumbs up so that I know that someone is out there watching. If you are planning a move to Coeur d'Alene, don't be shy. Give me a call. My contact information is in the description, as well as my home search website and a link to sign up for my bi-monthly newsletter. Let's talk about the most common mistakes when buying a home from a builder. And let's remember that these are hand-built homes and it is not a perfect process. Homes do not come out of a factory, so it's normal for there to be errors along the way when a home is being built. The first major error that I've seen during a home build that comes to mind on this topic is a time when my clients had a home built in a neighborhood. They picked the lot and the floor plan, and the builder forgot to put the ceiling, like the vaulted ceiling, into the plans. The home was a one level and there was supposed to be a vaulted ceiling from the front to the back of the house. That's what had been signed around on the contract, but the floor plan submitted for permitting was wrong. The roof trusses designed for the house were wrong, and the buyer did not get the vault that they wanted. They were given the option of a $10,000 credit as a we're sorry gesture for that mistake, or they really could have walked away and gotten their deposit back if they were that unhappy. Those buyers chose to stay and buy the house anyways, even though it didn't have the vault that they had selected. I've also seen framing errors. I had another client who during construction of their home, they went out with a tape measurer and they were measuring rooms on the main floor once that framing had been done, and they discovered that the room sizes were all just slightly off by about 1 to 2 feet. So they had the builder come out, they showed them where the walls were supposed to be, and the framer did come back and move those walls. Luckily, that was before sheetrock and it got fixed, so that was a very good catch. Material errors are also not uncommon, whether it's a flooring that is discontinued between picking out materials and then placing the order, or a vendor who orders or installs the wrong thing. In my own custom home build, our tile guy accidentally installed the shower wall tile on the floor, and then the floor tile ended up on the shower wall, and I decided I didn't care enough to have it fixed. The tiles were pretty similar, but it was a bummer. Moral of the story, I guess part of my point in this video is that something is going to go wrong during your home build. And that is normal. It would be weird if nothing went wrong. A lot of times, production home builders are managing dozens of homes under construction at the same time, dozens of subcontractors, and they just lose their grip on communication every once in a while. No one is perfect. Builders who are under pressure to hit timelines are more apt to make mistakes or slack on quality control in order to rush to completion. We have all heard done over perfect, and I'm definitely not trying to dog on production home builders. I'm just highlighting the fact that these subs are moving very fast, and it's not uncommon to have paint overspray, uneven trim, missing caulking, walls that are out of square, etc. And this is why it is so important to do a blue tape walkthrough and take your time to make sure all of those cosmetic flaws get fixed before you close on a home. Another problem I've seen come up is when buyers choose not to do an inspection on a new construction home. Always do an inspection. Yes, it's brand new. Yes, you have a warranty. But again, it's hand built and it was built by humans, and humans make mistakes. So do an inspection and ask for any corrections or repairs before you close on the home. It is much harder to get a builder to come back after closing to fix something that is not technically covered under warranty. Example, at one builder final walkthrough, we were walking around upstairs. Our shoes were off because it's a brand new house. It already had its final clean. And under my feet, I just felt something under the carpet. And sure enough, there was debris under the carpet pad, like rocks. Like clearly the subfloor had not been cleaned before they put carpet in. And the builder then had to pull the carpet, have the floor cleaned out, and then reinstalled. And that would have been a huge bummer for the buyer to discover after closing. Not something that's easy to fix. And also not something that would have been covered by warranty. There are lots of things that can go wrong in a new home. Even brand new systems can sometimes have incorrect wiring. They were perhaps installed wrong or other problems. Also, do a radon test. This area is known for high levels of radon, and it would be better to ask a builder to put in a radon system versus finding out down the road that your radon level is high, then you're having to put in a radon mitigation system at your own expense. Another common pitfall I see is buyers asking for and paying for all of the upgrades versus being selective in what they decide to have the builder upgrade during that construction process. I am all for having insulation upgrades, trim carpentry upgraded at the time of construction. Get those countertops that you want, but keep in mind that builders are going to upcharge you for making all of those changes, and there are some that you can save major money on by just doing it after closing. Like if you want to add in additional cabinets and light fixtures, those are easy things to change after closing, and then you can save on that additional upgrade cost. I want to talk about problems when it comes to time delays. Timing is the hardest part of new construction, especially if you are a buyer who also has a house to sell, or you are in a rental and you need to give notice. There are so many things that can go wrong. And what you don't want to have happen is that you have ended your lease or you sold your house and have a move out date, and then you find out that your new house is just not going to be done on time. It's very important to ask for weekly progress updates and a realistic timeline. Another problem is when buyers are overly optimistic about their estimated completion date or the closing date and they lock their interest rate in too early. A builder is not going to pay for your rate lock extension. So make sure that you are talking to your agent and talking to the builder, that we have tons of communication going on before you go locking in your interest rate. So what should you do to protect yourself? First of all, visit the home frequently during construction, or ask your agent to visit regularly to make sure you know what is going on in the house. Check and double check that the finishes you ordered match what is being installed. Do a final walkthrough 3 to 5 days prior to closing so that the builder has time to make corrections. Do that home inspection and a radon test. Lastly, anticipate that there are going to be warranty issues in the first year. There are going to be nail pops and there might be cracks in the drywall as that house is settling. Make sure you understand the builder's warranty and know when to submit warranty requests. A lot of builders want those warranty requests submitted at 11 months. Most builders have a 1-year workmanship warranty and 10-year structural warranty. So ask for that warranty packet and set reminders in your calendar. You don't want to miss the window of asking for warranty repairs. If you are thinking about buying new construction in North Idaho, I help buyers catch things that get missed. Download my free new construction buyer checklist linked in the description below, and please reach out to me anytime with questions or if you want to connect about your home search.